Online TV News. My name is Margaret Wahito, and here are the stories making headlines. Visiting Tanzania President has assured Kenyan investors that his country is ready to do business. In his address to a joint sitting parliament, President Kikwete said his country recognizes Kenya as a partner rather than a competitor, noting that Kenya is Tanzania's largest trade partner ahead of South Africa. He said Tanzania has been transforming its economy and investment climate, making it one of the most preferable places for business. President Kikwete, who is also the chairman of the East African Community Head of State Summit, assured of his country's unwavering commitment to the EAC, coming in the wake of a diplomatic spate with fellow bloc partners who accused him of dragging down the fast-tracking of the regional protocols. Before concluding his three-day visit, the Tanzania president also assured parliamentarians that Tanzanian poll slated for October 25th will be peaceful, adding that his party's candidate John Magufuli will emerge victorious. Political scientist Mutahi Ngunyi has lost bid to stop hate speech charges preferred against him. Ngunyi moved to court under a certificate of urgency seeking orders to stop the charges. The order to have him charged was issued by the Director of Public Prosecutions, Keriako Tobiko, who relied on evidence compiled by the National Cohesion and Integration Commission. He is also being charged over messages he posted on his Twitter account that were directed against CORD leader Raila Odinga and members of the Luo community. Ngunyi had apologized for the remarks and even offered a go to the community after widespread condemnation. The Nairobi County government has presented the visiting Tanzanian President Jakaya Kikwete with the keys to the city in a gesture of trust and kindness. Governor Evans Kidero says this will enable the relationship between the two countries grow. Kidero says that the Milimani Road was renamed Jakaya Kikwete Road to further cement the long-standing friendship and trade relationship between Kenya and Tanzania. He pointed out that 90% of trade in East Africa is between Kenya and Tanzania and will therefore continue to forge ahead with it for growth and prosperity for our respective citizens. And in business, the East African community leaders have been urged to hasten the full implementation of the EAC rules of origin after they were gazetted in January this year. General Motors East Africa Limited Managing Director Rita Kavashe laments that slow implementation of these rules continue to hinder the auto industry, especially easy access of motor vehicles within the region. She also noted that faster harmonization of age limits of vehicles being imported into the East African market, adding that the gap also continues to strain the growth of the locally made vehicles within the region. She was speaking when addressing Tanzania President Jakaya Kikwete, who paid a visit at General Motors plant in Nairobi.
I believe not too distant from now, we'll be able to meet East African demand for trucks and buses, the CKDs and the SKDs.
And finally, in sports, Arnold Origi says there's a plot to pledge him out of Harambee Stars. He gave this as the reason behind his absence in Mauritius on Wednesday's 2018 World Cup pre-qualifier against the host. Speaking to Capital Sport, the Lillestrøm custodian claims elements within Football Kenya Federation are intent on frustrating him in a bid to force him out of the team. And that was your Capital Online TV News. For these and more stories, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Capital FM Kenya. I have been your host, Margaret Wahito.